Hawk of Hawks podcast was warning ICE agents that Trump is trying to get some of them killed in order to instill martial law and cancel the elections, things like that. He's trying to escalate the situation in that way. I don't disagree that he's doing that that's part of his plan. The DCIA shooter, the Charlie Kirk shooting, all sorts of events that point to Trump trying to start a civil war for Putin, trying to start a civil war in America for Putin, and people just aren't falling for it. Thankfully, the left is too nonviolent to fall for it, so Trump has to keep shooting his own people and doing this thing over and over again. Now, this was Trump's people shooting one of us, shooting an American, and it wasn't planned. If you look at the Google trend searches, there was no search for Renee Nicole Good ahead of time. It was planned to the extent that, of course, they were going to kill somebody and they were going to escalate things that way. And of course, they plan for people to kill ICE agents and escalate things that way. That is part of their plan. But they don't want it to escalate that quickly, or they wouldn't have moved Jonathan Ross and his immigrant-looking wife. If they wanted it to escalate that quickly, they could have got the party started right there just by leaving them in place or whatever. But, and again, thankfully, the left is nonviolent, and that wouldn't have necessarily escalated as quickly as he wants to declare martial law or whatever. But they are afraid, is my point. They moved him because they are afraid. They're afraid they cannot control the backlash. They're afraid they will lose if they actually do trigger some type of rebellion. But we don't really even need a rebellion as much as we need to just talk about it, expose them so they don't get their way. They don't get their plan. Their plan, Trump and Putin's plan, is for a revolution in America. Or a civil war or something. To destroy America, to hurt America by causing an internal struggle. So we can not have that. We can avoid that civil war and win it by not having it only if we're exposing and taking the Trump regime down in our nonviolent ways by spreading information, talking about things, and supporting the people who are doing that. So thanks to everybody reporting on Sasha Riley. Thanks to everybody reporting on everything that will take Trump down. Thanks to everybody spreading my idea, automatic citizenship for everyone ICE contacts, life in prison for ICE and all their